Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. Just a big truck just came by. We do get trucks quite a bit along here. Let's see what we've got once we've set this silly thing up. Actually, that's probably not what we want. Going at 400, forget it. Okay, let's see what we have. We have here a business tie, and it's got lovely paisley pattern on it. Gonna make this into something interesting. So this business tie, someone that probably loves money, can afford a new tie easily. So I'll just line that up against the edge. So yeah, an interesting paisley sort of pattern. I think that's the right term for it. Okay, out it comes. Yeah, it looks interesting, a bit dark. Maybe we could lighten it up a bit. It's a little bit from the edge. Didn't quite have it lined up nicely, but it's not going to be a problem, I don't think. Yeah, looks much the same, pretty much. It's a little bit lighter, a little bit wishy-washy actually. I think we're going to use this as our master copy to make something more interesting. So I'm just going to put it back. So yeah, there's our business tie. These look like little faces actually, little water droplets. I don't know if they're meant to be faces. I was thinking about making this into a negative image, but I decided not to. Anyway, that's looking nice already. Arms itchy, sorry. Gonna try another one. anyway, that looks more interesting. It's got more coverage. Looks really nice. Sometimes this photocopier makes funny noises like that. For some reason, I don't know. I'm not an expert. I'd like to become an expert on photocopiers one day, to be the world's expert. And one day they'll have technology to fix my brain damage that I had at birth, so that I'll be able to learn all about, pretty much all there is to know about photocopiers. And I want to become a CEO of a future photocopier company and make photocopiers that are not only a dream to use, using artificial intelligence to drive them, not sentient. It's not going to rebel, so don't worry. But basically I want to make these machines sustainable to our planet by using, wherever possible, recycled materials instead of virgin materials. Instead of mining this stuff out of the ground, how about mine the rubbish tips of the world, like in India and China, where e-waste gets commonly dumped, and it's just not acceptable to have that. And basically I want these machines to be made down under in Australia, not in Chinese factories or Vietnamese or wherever else. The workers are going to work in Australia. It's going to be an Australian made, Australian owned and Australian design. And basically we're going to build these equipments down under, and the people who are in the people in the factory, for example, are going to be paid a little bit more than what they're actually worth, as in Australian money, not Chinese money, not slavery. I'm talking real fucking wages, real wages that are fair and are competitive, something that's going to make the people happy to work, to be a part of, to be proud to be an Aussie working down under in a factory. And basically, yeah, we got to try and make a difference, folks. We can't just keep treating this planet and its people like shit, all because we want to make an extra dollar. We want to stretch the budget. We're going to make it more profitable, but that's not acceptable, folks. We're going to photocopy this bit. We're going to stretch it. So we've got to think of the future. We've got to think of our environment, and we've got to think of the human race as a whole. These equipments have got to be good for our planet as well as for the people. And it's not easy dealing with this shit that we have today. Now, where are we going? Silly dumbass copier system we have in front of us. It's a piece of shit. You can tell it's all plasticky. We're not going to use that much plastic in our equipments. We're going to use as much metal and glass and other better materials than this shit. In fact, the exterior, even the exterior panels, not this stuff, the exterior panels of our new machine are going to be made out of aluminium, like anodized aluminium. Really nice finishes and different colours, just like the old Apple iPods, like similar to that. You can choose the colour you want to have in your office for the decor. Bright colours and muted colours, whatever you want, you can get. That's how I see it. And that looks really nice. We're going to make this a bit more on in the horizontal. So we've got to start thinking of our environment and thinking of our human race. And basically one of the things I want to do is I want to become also a scientist as well as a CEO. And basically I want to find solutions to problems, including, or should I say especially, climate change. Well, that's a big problem. We've got to find a solution to that. Nuclear waste in places like Chernobyl and Fukushima, how to neutralise, or should I say decontaminate places like that. And so we've got to think of solutions to big real world problems. We can't just keep consuming till we're fucking blue in the face. We've got to fucking think beyond the love of money and what money tells us to do. Money talks, but it talks shit. It talks shit. Money has to be used and put to work for good, not for bloody stupidities that we have now. We got to fucking use our money and use our talents, use what we've been given, wherever it comes from. We got to fucking use it and use it wisely. We've got to help people survive. We've got to help the planet, so that people can live, so that people can have a future, so that everyone, the aim is to have everyone get a fair go in life, not this unfair have and have not system of the capitalism we currently languish under. I even think that the coronavirus is caused in part by money fucking. Like, climate change contributed to it. I read an article about it. Climate change, deforestation, bad management of animals, like animal trafficking. I think animal trafficking, I don't know if it was mentioned in this article, but climate change and deforestation were definitely in this article. So this coronavirus could have probably been avoided if it wasn't for this stupidity of these rich people, these idiots. So thanks very much, rich people. Fuck you for nothing. Fuck you up for nothing, bitch. That's what I say to the rich people. That's what I say to the people who've got too much money and nothing to even spend it on. They're just so filthy rich. We need more philanthropy. We need people to give money away, and most of my money will indeed go towards scientific endeavours and humanitarian causes. So the examples I gave you, to find a solution to climate change and to find a solution to nuclear waste, well, basically they are going to be paid for by me, by my money that I earn as a CEO. So we've got to think outside the box, and we've got to start helping each other to survive if our world is going to be around to support human activity. Or are we going to send ourselves fucking extinct? Are we that stupid, even though we're smart? Fuck me dead. I'm so over it, folks. The rich people deserve to be shot, but violence isn't the answer, folks. Let me just tell you, don't get the ideas. They'll get their desserts, I'm sure. I'm sure karma will get them, but now we have something really quite interesting out of this business tie. I think now we can call this demo quits.